There is one crucial mistake that most people who post course or tutorial videos ignore, and it kills their videos' reach. And before you think it's bad scripting, editing, title, or even thumbnail, it's not that. In fact, there are plenty of videos that have all these elements, good visuals, thumbnails, scripting, but they're still missing this one thing, and because of that, their videos constantly flop. Now, you're probably wondering, what is this one thing? And let me say it, it's SEO, search engine optimization. And if you're wondering
how to learn this on top of everything else you're already doing for your businesses,
it's very simple. Watch this video until the end because you will learn how to rank your course video on YouTube, Google, and AI search at the same time. So let's get into it. In this video, we will talk about how to rank your course or tutorial video number 1 on every search in 2026. We will talk first about why SEO matters and what you're really optimizing for. If nobody can find your course, it doesn't matter how good it is. You're optimizing for 3 different search engines. First one is YouTube, then Google search and AI search on LLM. So for example, ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity, etc. Each of them ranks content differently. If you're optimized only for 1, 2, or none, you're leaving traffic and sales on the table. So your goal is to make your course video or tutorial visible everywhere people search. So because people have different problems and some people search on YouTube, some people on Google, and because YouTube and Google can show different answers, you need to optimize on both platforms, because if your videos don't show up first or in top 3, potential prospect will never see your video and basically your video is completely wasted. So one important thing to understand is, so no one can guarantee that your video will rank number 1 on any search engine. Even if your video ranks number 1 on YouTube, it doesn't mean it will rank on Google, and the opposite can also happen. But if you follow the steps in this video, you can drastically increase your chances of ranking and getting discovered. For example, if we type Apollo tutorial, you can see this is the video first from channel Matt Lucero, and then on Google, if we type the same Apollo tutorial, you can see his video pop up first. Of course, there are many sites, but they are built SEO for years, but this is the first YouTube video a potential prospect who types Apollo tutorial will see. And here's another example, and this example is that YouTube and Google search does not match. So for example, Shopify tutorial, look at these tutorials, and if we type on Google, look at this, so someone is the same but the first one isn't. So what's the difference between YouTube, Google, and AI search? YouTube search optimizes videos based on watch time, click-through rate, retention, engagement. So YouTube cares, do people click and stay on your video as long as possible? And if the answer is yes, they will push to more people. The first part of the question is, do people click on your video? And this is exactly contribute to click-through rate. And you have higher click-through rate if you have good thumbnails. This is the number 1 reason why people even click on your video, because of thumbnail and then is the title. And after he clicks on your video, the next elements are important. Good scripting and good storytelling to present a story, and then editing on top of that. Your video have high watch time, retention, engagement. Google search optimized for relevance, keywords, authority, and structured content. So Google cares, does this answer the query clearly? If the user asks some question, what is the best possible answer that Google can have? This is the first video that will pop up when that user asks that question. AI search, on the other hand, optimized for clarity, direct answer, context, and authority signals. And AI cares, can I confidently use this as a source to my answer? As you can see, different engines, different roles, and they optimize differently. So we will start first by YouTube channel optimization. So before optimizing your video, start with your channel. So your channel name needs to be professional. So your full name or your brand name. You want something searchable and recognizable. Then profile picture. This is a professional picture of you with colored background. So one color or gradient doesn't matter. Then banner. Banner is not extremely important for SEO, but it's important for your positioning, as a authority. So you can keep it simple. For example, some business owners put subscribe or just color or any other things, but you can clearly communicate what people get from your content. So for example, 10 to 30 booked qualified calls. And here's the example of banner structure: who the content is for, what transformation they get, what your expertise is. And then we have about section. So your channel description should explain who you are, what you help people with, who your content is for, and your mission. Also include your website, your free or paid community, so for example course, and any other social media, for example Instagram. And right now I'll show you some examples of this. So the first one is Alex Cormozzi. As you can see, his full name, professional photo with colored background, his banner, and his bio, his link to acquisition.com. Next is Create Content Club. I'm pretty sure that Alessio and Brian changed their photo on Instagram, and they will surely change soon on YouTube. But here's the brand name, here's the logo of their brand, banner, and here's bio, who they are, and what their content help for, and their links. And last example is Iman Gaji, so strong social proof that he's the owner of consulting.com and co-owner of Whoop. As you can see, his bio, name, professional picture, and that's it. These are the few examples I have. By the way, if you're a business owner with a high ticket offer but you're not getting consistent leads, calls, or clients, my team and I can help you. We handle absolutely everything from content research, strategy, ideation, editing, scripting, SEO, thumbnails, titles, and of course posting. And you only need to record 2 to 3 hours of content per month. If that sounds interesting to you, click the first link in the description and book a call with us. That's it. Now let's get back into the video. The next thing is YouTube video optimization, title plus keyword research. Before writing any title, you need to know what people are searching for. This is where keyword research becomes extremely important. So what keyword has a demand for it? YouTube understands your video through title, description, tags, or topic of your channel. So here's the step-by-step process of keyword research, so how to find keyword and then write the whole title around it. So step 1 is use YouTube search suggestion. Go to YouTube and type your topic. For example, cold email marketing. You will instantly see search suggestions like cold email marketing for beginners, cold email marketing strategy, cold email marketing B2B. These are real searches people are already making daily. And this is the fastest way to find what your audience is actively looking for. Then step 2 is focus on long-tail keywords. So avoid broad keywords like email marketing, cold email. They have high search volume, but its competition is also high. So they're too competitive and vague. Instead, go after specific long-tail keywords. They are most likely that have less search volume, but is the specific group, for example, your ICP. So cold email marketing for beginners, if the ICP is beginners. How to get clients with cold email marketing? Of course, if your ICP is the people who don't have clients for their cold email marketing offer, or B2B cold email marketing tutorial, etc. Long-tail keywords are easier to rank for and usually attract more qualified viewers. Of course, you can have pretty much a lot of calls after this video, but it's not qualified and you need to make videos based on your ICP and what they searched for. So bonus step is to use vidIQ and Google. So once you have a keyword idea, use vidIQ to validate it and go deeper. So find more. Inside vidIQ, look at keyword opportunities, top search terms, related keywords, question tab, rising keywords, and etc. Then combine it with Google data. So for example, in Google, you also ask for question related searches, etc. This helps you understand what people want outside YouTube too. So if you have keyword idea, instead of guessing, you're combining YouTube demand, what people search on YouTube to find solution for their problem, and then vidIQ data, and then to validate even more Google search behavior. That gives you a much stronger content angle and much potential to find qualified clients. Step 3 is analyze the competition. Now search your keyword on YouTube and study. So look at views on the top videos, size of their channel, age of the videos, thumbnail quality. So if smaller channels are ranking for that keyword, that's a great sign because you can actually succeed with it. So let's be real, the bigger channel can also put some shit video and then still get views because they're building brand on YouTube and they have a loyal audience. They will watch any video they will produce. So step 4 is to find the keyword first, then build the title around it. If you follow the previous 3 steps, you find keyword and then we will write a whole title around that keyword. So use this title formula. So keyword plus pain point / desired outcome plus specific promise. Let's say again, cold email marketing. Your title would look like this: cold email marketing, how to get clients without paid ads. So this is a question some clients ask. Cold email marketing for beginners, simple system that actually works. Or how to get high ticket clients with cold email marketing in 2026. So these videos, especially if this beginning of 2026, go very well. Step 5 is you use keyword variation through the video. Once you pick your main keyword, support it with related phrases through the video. So support it with many more and put it as tags, as description, etc. So include it in your title, spoken script, description, tags, so your spoken script, or hook, so your first minute of the video, because that is also packaging of your video. For example, if your main keyword is cold email marketing, you can naturally include variations like how to do cold email marketing, strategy, cold email outreach, and many more. And one more example is content agency, how to get high ticket clients from YouTube, and of course how to actually get leads for your content agency, so YouTube lead generation. This helps YouTube better understand the full topic of your video and increase your chances of ranking for multiple related searches. The goal is to make title clever, relevant, clickable, and to open the loop for the viewer, and then they need to watch the video and close the loop. So I made a video on how to create irresistible thumbnails and titles. So the video called "Why No One Click on Your Next Video Unless You Do This," and this is my video, so you can check this out if you want to know how to make irresistible thumbnails and titles. Next thing is YouTube optimization, so the rest of packaging, because the title is the first part, thumbnail is the second part, and the hook is third part. The thumbnail is very important because it directly affects your CTR, so I will shortly explain what the rules are. So rule number 1, create a visual stun. Your thumbnail first job is to stop the scroll, so you stop the scroll by using one clear subject, show in motion in the thumbnail, strong contrast, etc. That's the things that stop people from scrolling. Rule number 2, 3-element max, so one main subject, one supporting visual, and text or number. Rule 3, don't repeat the title, so your thumbnail should complement the title, not repeat it. Rule number 4, use a simple composition, and strong thumbnail should be easy to understand instantly, good layout, centered hero. Rule of third, and before versus after. So rule number 5, prioritize quality and readability, so no blurry image, tiny text, cramped spacing, or too many messages, or too many text, too many numbers. Your thumbnail should be very clear and easy to understand. And rule 6 is that you also need to test your thumbnails and titles as many as you can. So you can create 3, 4, 5 versions of your thumbnails and 5 versions of the title. So you need to test, because if your videos doesn't go well in the first week, it doesn't mean that it will not go in the second week or third week or after 1 month after uploading it. So you need to test it and increase chances of going viral or getting seen by your potential clients. Next is video description. Your description should also be optimized. Start the first line with a sentence that is similar to your title, so YouTube gets more keyword context. For example, so this is the title for my video: give me 13 minutes and I will make your packaging irresistible. And the first line of description should be: give me 13 minutes and I will boost your click-through rate by 91%, because the click-through rate is also good keyword for that type of content. Then add your call to action. For example, this is mine: wanna scale your content on YouTube? Work with my agency if you have a high ticket offer but you're not getting consistent leads, calls, or clients yet. And then link to my Calendly. After that, briefly explain what the video is about. So example, in this you can read it, and below that you can include your social media links, your website or other links, and links to related videos on your channel. I also noticed that a lot of creators repeat their call to action in the comments, so that is something you can do it too. And here are the examples: so how to turn your boring video into professional ones, then briefly explaining what this video is about, timestamps of course, and then your social links, and then in the comments again call to action. So for tags are not a major ranking factor anymore, but they will still help YouTube better understand your topic. So I would say that even if it's not that important, and because of vidIQ you can actually fill out all 10 tags, and as I said, you can track all of this with vidIQ when you upload the video. It helps you monitor your optimization, so it shows you optimization for your title, for your thumbnail, for your description. That's it for YouTube search. Now let's talk about Google search. If you want your course, video, or tutorial to show up on Google, you need to understand one important thing: Google does not rank videos the same way YouTube does. So Google first look at search intent, so it asks, does this person want a video answer or a text answer? If the search is something like how to do cold email marketing tutorial, so Google will show you videos, or if there are more text-based search, so Google will show articles. What makes a video more likely to rank on Google? First thing is strong video intent. So Google is more likely to rank videos for searches people want explained visually, for example tutorials, step-by-step walkthroughs, etc. Clear keyword match. Your title and description should make the topic very obvious. Google needs to quickly understand what exact question your video answers. Chapter and key moments. So timestamps and clear sections help Google better understand the structure of your video. They can also help your video appear with key moments in search results. Next thing is strong thumbnail and preview value. Even on Google, your video still needs to look clear and worth clicking. A strong thumbnail can improve how attractive your results feel to the user who searched it. And the last thing is clear structure inside the video. A well-organized video is easier for Google to interpret. If your video is structured clearly from one section to the next, Google can better understand what each part is about. So that's it for Google search optimization. I know it's a little bit short in comparison to the YouTube search because they are similar and they're merged in some situation. For example, like I show you for Apollo tutorial, every other thing, so good thumbnail, good title, retention, etc., they are the same. And the last thing we will talk about in this video is AI search optimization. So optimization on LLMs, for example, on ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity, Gemini, etc. This is where search is going. AI search does not work like YouTube or Google. On YouTube, you are trying to rank a video. On Google, you're trying to match search intent, and in AI search, the goal is completely different. You want your content to become part of the answer. AI search tools often generate the answer first. Then they bring in sources, links, and supporting context for that answer. answers. Not all LLMs work the same way when it comes to search. They can use different retrieval system, they can choose different sources, they can behave differently when searching. That means the same prompt can lead to different answers. It can also lead to different citations and different recommended sources. So the goal is not to optimize for one exact tool. So the smarter move you should do instead is to create content that any AI system can easily understand, trust, and reference to when it comes to answer. And how to optimize a YouTube video for AI search. If your best ideas exist only inside the video, AI systems have less clean text to work with. So this is why YouTube videos are easier for AI search to use when they also have a clear title, a detailed description, a strong timestamps, and a clear transcript. The easier it becomes to extract, summarize, and reference it the right way. So for AI search, your video should not only be engaging, it should be very easy to parse. It's also very easy to digest. To recap what AI search usually prefers, it prefers content that is very clear, direct, structured, and easy to digest, as I said. So this is why definitions, frameworks, step by step tend to work better than long, fluffy intros. In AI search, clarity matters because the models need to quickly understand what your content says and whether it is useful enough to include in their answers. And in traditional searches, you fight for clicks. In AI search, you often fight for mention, citation, and inclusion inside the answer itself. And simple rule, if you want your content to perform better in AI search, make it easy. So make it understandable, make it extract, verify, and cite. So this is why AI search clarity beats fluff and structure beats randomness. So here's the action plan that you need to do as fast as possible. So first one is fix your YouTube profile, then rewrite your top video titles, then improve descriptions, add structured landing pages, do keyword research, focus on retention. So SEO is not one action, it's a system. And finally, we came up to conclusion. So if you optimize only for YouTube, you limit reach on Google and AI. If you optimize only for Google, you miss the full upside of YouTube and AI. And if you ignore AI, you're ignoring where search is going next or is going in the future. So the opportunity right now, very few people are optimizing for all three. In 2026, it's not late, you can dominate early if you optimize for all three engines. And the last advice I would give to you as someone who's starting content or creating but not seeing the results, your focus should not be on making random values video just because you feel like talking about them. You need to start follow the trend in your niche. So if you're a beginner, start copying your competitors and the topic they talk about, you include more value or says in less time. That's how you get attention faster. Then once you build an audience and earn trust for people, you can start posting more raw videos, deeper value videos, and content around topics you personally want to talk about in your niche.
So that's the entire process on how to rank your course video number 1 in every search engine. To quickly recap, we talk about what most people ignore and why their videos constantly flop, and then how SEO fixed that problem. If you're interested in working with me and my team, click the first link in description, or if you want this document explained in this video, click the second one. That's it for this video, see you in the next one, peace.